For more on this, let's bring in Michigan Congressman, House Financial Services Committee member, the svelte Bill Huizenga, also my former seatmate in Congress. We served financial services together. So, Congressman, I want to talk to you about kind of the philosophy of the Congress. Do they understand that the more money they spend, like $5-6 trillion, in the last couple of years, that's driving inflation? If they want the Fed to stop raising rates, they should stop spending?
Some of us do, and you and I had that battle for 9 years as we served together. Yet we've got other colleagues, and I won't name names like Elizabeth Warren or anybody else, who literally they just want to keep the party going. They want the federal government to spend more and more money because they think that actually helps people. But in the long run, you're harming folks because everybody is paying that price at the gas station, at the grocery store, you name it. And they don't see the connectivity. And that's a huge problem.
Well, one of the things that the Democrats have done, and they've done it because the American people can't see it, and it is the vast regulatory state that they've created. And Phil Gramm and Pat Toomey have written about this, but the Obama administration did it to a lesser extent. But this irreversible destructive power grab, which again causes inflation, and I'm going to shut up, but across the entirety of our economy, they've done this. And you can't really see it.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I guess when you are a regulatory hammer, you see the world as a nail, right? And they think that 10 regulations must be good, so 20 must be even better. So they just keep layering it on. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the ag sector. I just sat down earlier this week with about 35 farmers who are just getting crushed by the federal government on labor, on all the regulations that they have to deal with, the waters of the U.S., so many others. Then you go into manufacturing, you go into to transportation. It's endless.
So, we've heard a lot from the administration that because we've had these bank failures, we need more regulation, Bill. And you sit on the committee that oversees the Fed, the OCC, the FDIC, basically all of banking, your committee oversees. Do you think the answer to bank failures is more regulation?
No.
What is the answer?
We've got plenty of regulation. It's enforcement. Now, you look at SVB. That was bad management. Let's just start there. It doesn't matter how many regulations that there were.
And bad regulation.
That was bad management. Then you add in and layer in those bad regulators who saw red flags and didn't do anything about it. Now, my theory on that is SVB was cool and sexy, and it was Silicon Valley, and that's how you gain some street cred if you were a tech company. And I'm sorry, they tried to claim that they were diversified because they had wineries. It's the same private equity guys that own that winery that own the tech companies. And guess what? When they're all in trouble, they started pulling their money out, and that's what helped cause the problem.
Well, that's why I thought the depositors should have to eat a little bit of crow, that they shouldn't have gotten rescued.
I've never heard her say that before.
Well, I know. I was mad that the depositors got rescued. Again, rich people in Silicon Valley get fully bailed out. Let's talk about Title 42. It comes to an end in just a week. Border officials are preparing for an influx of migrants, a tidal wave. The Biden administration is facing pushback from a fellow Democrat for sending 1,500 active duty troops to the border to assist agents. But hang on. Kamala Harris must have forgotten about these comments she made back in 2018 when she was a senator.
I believe that it is inappropriate to require the limited resources of the United States military to be used in such a way, all because there needed to be some demonstration for the TV cameras based on a political agenda.
So, Bill, under Trump, troops bad. Under Biden, troops good.
Yeah. Well, talk about theater. The vice president is all about theater, and she clearly doesn't know policy. That's a huge problem. And I've been to the border. I've been on that bridge that had 14,000 Haitians underneath it. I'm going back to Mexico and to Guatemala at the end of the month on a trip where we're going to be talking about trade, but we're going to be talking about border. We're going to be talking about fentanyl and what is happening.
Are you looking for root causes?
There's plenty of them. The problem is this administration adds fertilizer to those root causes.
Can I share one quick, Jim? AOC a couple years ago said, you cannot call the border crisis a surge that is white supremacist thinking. It creates an idea of a militaristic frame. SURD, insurgent, militaristic. Can't make it up. You stay right there.
They got to control our language.
Yes.
Yeah, stick with us.
Fascist-like tendencies. You got to control the language.
Come back later in our show, Bill. Stick around.
You got it.